Hey everybody, it's Kenny K here again, and I wanted to first of all thank two new subscribers. Uh, you are great, the greatest. You're simply the best. Ah, 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 ah. Sorry, but you are. Now to get with the new video of today, it's basically a found footage movie. Now, as you know, I like my share of found footage movies. This one is actually a big surprise because one of the more recognized titles in the found footage genre is Creep with Mark Duplass. He made it big with his TV series there, with that fantasy football game and a few other TV acting jobs. He made it big, pretty big. But he decided to come back for the fans to do six short episodes of between 15 and 30 minutes. So basically, it's called the Creep Tapes. It's basically him going back to memory plane and seeing, oh, that guy or Steven or Eric or Sebastian. So so he's basically doing that. Now there are six stories. I wanted to. I'm only gonna tell one and spoil one. It's the second episode because I think that's the most retarded one. Because it's original one, because the first one is a little bit looks a little bit the same, like it looks a little bit like the same in the first Creep. You have Mr. Fuzzy Peach, the animalistic six head, which he raped or had sex with, animalistic sex with his wife. Uh, and he also kills with an axe in that one, but with a creepy way, in a creepy, really creepy way, that you would think, oh, he's just joking again, because he jokes constantly, but this time it ain't. So this episode is the second episode. Basically, a guy named Scott, Mark Duplass, and I'm going to call Mark Duplass, not Scott, but just Mark Duplass. I'm going to call him Duplass. It's easier. This guy is a bird watcher, and he gave him a location in the middle of nowhere, no trees, marshes, moors, nothing to see, pure nature. And he said there is a certain bird there, but he didn't see anything yet. A bird that he wants to scratch off his list of the bird watcher. But then he sees this tarp laying next to a small pond. He goes and check. He looks under the pond. He sees nothing, and then well, when he puts the pond down, it's, well, you got this guy coming up coming up to him in full jets parachute armor. He's falling back. Now, apparently, no, so that's Mark Duplass. Mark Duplass in this episode has a mustache. In the first one, he doesn't. It's better, Mark. You don't use facial hair. I believe in Creep 3, in Creep 2, he used that beard that looked so stupid. No, no facial hair. No facial. He's gray. He's now gray haired. That's the ages of time, my friend, but he still got it. He says, "Whoa, that I almost died, almost died. I, I pulled my shoe too early, and I almost died. Oh, my lung almost collapsed. Oh, oh, okay, okay. And then he says, "What are you doing here?" And he says, "I am bird watching." Bird watching. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, which kind of bird do you want to see? And he says, then this bird, this specific bird. And he says, oh, that one. I seen an whole flock a little bit further. He said, yeah, can I have your car keys? I can bring you. He can, he can bring him to you. So he will drive them to the flock. So there's mistake one, giving duplas your car keys. So he starts to this gibberish in the car about um he's also saying, do you ever lure birds, like a squawking sound or feeding them? No, never, never. It says never. um there's this one moment when the plot says, there is he's there, look at that, look, get the hell out, go, go, go. And he sees nothing. He wants to go to the car. The car drives away a little bit, and he yells, "You're a liar!" And then he drives back. He doesn't open the door for him, and then he puts this big bag of bird feed. So he apparently lied about using bird feed. Okay, so um, eventually he says, trust is so important. Remember that movie American Beauty with the plastic bag, how beautiful that was. Let me show you. You have a camera, right? Let me show you. I've got a plastic bag here. Let me show you. He wants to. He's standing there trying to retell the story with the plastic bag, so that the plastic bag will do the thing again, where it's basically not touching the ground, and the wind, it's in a sort of wind uh, hose, and there's no fucking wind there. So he just drops the bag every time. It's fucking out, just fucking out. It's so fucking frustrating. When you want wind, there's no wind. And then the other guy says, I had enough. I want my keys. I'll put you. I'll I'll drop you wherever you like, but I want my keys right now. He says, look. And no, I don't believe you. He says, here, he gives him the binoculars, and a cat, and then he sees the bird he wants to see, the special bird. He gives him the camera. He starts taking pictures, and then you've got the most silly attack of a killer that you ever can imagine. I never see. Okay, you've seen asphyxiations by a killer that put a bag on somebody's head and try to, suffocate him, right? But it's always done in a sneaky way, so the victim will never notice if the killer is nearby. He goes after him. The guy sees him. He's like, what are you doing? And he makes this weird noise. By the way, he makes this weird noise in the first clip too. He does this. He goes with the back. In the plastic bag behind him. And he's like, oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. The other guy, the bird watcher, leave me alone. Leave me alone. And he's just, and he's going behind with the bird. And I'm thinking to myself, if I was in the bird watcher's place, first of all, kick him in the nuts. His nuts were completely open, giving a good shiner, giving a good broken nose. Basically, take your camera or your binocular. If you don't want to uh, offer up your expensive camera, you've got the binoculars. Just push them in his face. No, he's just walking behind him with a plastic bag, and he fucking jumps on him, and he's not even resisting, and he suffocates him. What the fuck? But luckily we have 5 more episodes. First one is a little bit better. First one is a little bit better. Yeah, it's better done. It's better done. With the axe, I can already spoil the killing will be done with an axe, but it's done in a way, in a playful way, because the creep is Mark Duplass is a playful killer, right? He's a playful killer, but I'm very curious. I've only seen about 4 episodes yet. Need to see the last 2 episodes, but the problem is it's on Shudder. So people who want to see it, you gotta have a Shudder uh, subscription. Maybe at some point it will be at um, a legit streaming service, or a like Daily Motion or something, but not for now. It's on Shutter. So if you want to see Mark Duplass killing in multiple ways, in the most ridiculous ways, with a plastic bag, not with a plastic bag sneaking up. I understand the plastic bag sneaking up on him, but then him seeing, trying to sneak up on him, and he sees, and he steps away, and then he goes like, he screams like sorry, my he screams like a fucking banshee in heat. It's actually, Creep is actually a horror comedy. Mark Duplass knows when to put comedy at the right, even when the moments when he's gonna kill somebody, he's having some fun doing. Like in the first episode with the axe, he's having fun. He's having fun, the fun of his life. It's it's uh, it's creepy at the same time, but it's funny at the same time. He's such a great actor, Mark Duplass. But I actually don't know if they will bring out this Creep 3 sequel, if they have a Creep 3, if they have a Creep tapes with 6 episodes of Mark Duplass killing people. I mean, there was in the sequel, the girl that got away, she was filmed in the train station cart, but maybe. So if you like this, subscribe, like my two favorite new subscribe. Everybody's my favorite subscriber. Everybody. But just for the fun of it, and let's see uh, how many titles of horror movies we can find. I'm now trying to do the chronological 1983 movies, and then I'm going up to the 1984 movies. Okay? See you later, and enjoy your Sunday. Bye bye.